Hey, what's going on, folks? Welcome back to the Fantasy Matters Fantasy Football Podcast. It's a season 5 for us, episode 15 of the 2024 season. We're going to be looking at week 11. Week 10 didn't go as bad as we thought it might. I'm 7-3. Brendan's a game behind at 6-4. We're in the same division, so we got to get right. Tonight should be good. How you doing, man? You doing okay? Let's check on Brendan. How you doing, man? Doing all right?
Yeah, I'm good. Fantasy
Cool.
football.
It wasn't that bad. Please, Brendan, he gets down in the dumps easy. It wasn't that bad. You did all right.
Not that bad.
Yeah, you lost a roughing, right? That sucks. That does suck. You're right. Okay, so tonight might not be that good. Take the bye weeks, man. You take the bye weeks. Maybe that'll get us going.
All right, so the bye weeks, we got the Giants, the Cardinals, the Panthers, and the Bucks.
Some good fantasy some good fantasy players on bye this week. You got Trey McBride on bye, right?
He wasn't doing anything anyway. They was blowing people out, and he wasn't really getting the ball.
He wasn't getting much. I got Kyler Murray. Go ahead.
We got to talk about that, though.
Yeah, I got Kyler Murray on
He
bye.
was running touchdowns. I don't want to hear that.
Dude, those rushing touchdowns were clutch.
Yeah,
I wasn't expecting that he got 2 of them.
Yeah, for you.
Yeah, it wasn't
I didn't get
bad.
any points.
Oh, okay. All right, so you got the buys. I'll take the injuries. There's a lot of them, some significant ones as well. So a Bills tight end, Dalton Kincaid, he's got a knee, probably going to be out. Another tight end, Sam Laporta from Detroit, he's got a shoulder. They say it's an AC joint sprain, so he could miss some time.
Mm-hmm.
Jacksonville running back, Tank Bigsby, he's got an ankle. Travis Etienne got the majority of the carries, so I don't know how that's going to play out. Chiefs left tackle, Wanya Morris, he's got a knee injury. Didn't really see any updates today, but I don't know if he's going to miss some time. But knees on big guys like that usually means they're going to be out for a little bit. Let's see. Late in the Vikings victory, running back Aaron Jones, he got like a chest contusion. Watch that close if you got Aaron Jones because he's been having a good season. Jets right tackle, Tyron Smith, one of the biggest dudes I've ever seen play football. He left the game with a neck injury. So we'll see how that goes. Another tackle, left tackle for the Saints, Taliese Fuaga. He has a hip and a thigh. You look at reports, some say it's a hip, some say it's a thigh. Either way, he might not play in week 11. They got the Browns, so they definitely need their left tackle. Another left tackle, Tristan Wirfs from the Bucks, MCL. He's going to be out for a minute. So some hard injuries along the offensive line of a lot of teams. Me and Brenda, we always try to look at the offensive line just to kind of get a feel for how we need to adjust our rosters because if you can't block, you can't get fantasy points.
Mm-hmm.
And the last thing, as far as the injuries goes, Bears offensive coordinator Shane Waldron got fired today.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that, bro? Give us the sauce on that one. Where you at?
They didn't look good at all.
They did not. Yeah.
There's veterans on the Bears saying they just might need to bench Caleb Williams.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, benching him and even Anthony Richardson, I guess I don't know. I feel a certain type of way about that. But Waldron got fired. I think they did him a favor because all of them dudes will get fired by the end of the year. It don't look good at all. Matt Eberflus, the whole coaching staff, they're going to be out. So I don't know. So they have a new offensive coordinator. Dude, Thomas Brown was the passing game coordinator. He going to step up and be the offensive coordinator. Good luck. They scored 3 points week 10. Cannot do that. All right. You going to take the QBs?
Yeah, I'll take them.
All right.
All right, first up, we got Russell Wilson versus the Ravens.
That should be a good game. That's going to be a really good game.
Yeah.
They're going to be talking because Patrick Queen used to play for the Ravens. Now he's with the Steelers. That's going to be good.
Mm-hmm.
How you feel about Russell Wilson? He was in your doghouse earlier in the year.
He still is my doghouse. I can't stand Russell Wilson.
Because he took Justin Fields' job.
Yes.
Yeah, the Ravens give up yards. He should do some work against the Ravens. Ravens give up a lot of yards. So that should be cool. That should be good. All right.
Then we got Geno Smith at the Niners.
Right. Where you at? Because that's one of your boys. You got him on your squad, right?
Yeah. I feel like you got to play him.
Yeah.
If you have him as your QB.
Right.
I feel like you got to play him. But going against the Niners does not look fun, especially right now.
Yeah, they coming together, right? Week 6 they played. He was 30, 52, 303 yards, 313 yards, 1 TD and 2 picks.
Yeah.
Not terrible from a fantasy standpoint, but he had to fight, scratch, and claw to get all those yards. So that's a tough matchup, and it's at San Francisco. But, you might want to put him out there. You see.
Then we got Caleb Williams versus the Packers.
Okay.
I wouldn't play him personally.
Yeah, you gotta be real desperate. He has to be a bye week replacement at
Yeah.
this point if you're playing.
Yeah, I wouldn't play him, but
Mhm.
some other people, yeah, again, if you're desperate and you have to play him, then you have to.
Yeah, might not be bad. It could be some points against the Packers. The Bears are 4-1 at home.
Mhm.
They play much better at home. So if there's a silver lining, you got to play them. That may be the only silver lining is that they are at home,
Yeah.
and they got to snap out of it. They're not that bad. It's just a little off.
Yeah.
They had games where they look really good, so maybe it's one of those games where they'll just snap out of it.
Okay. Then we got Sam Darnold at the Titans.
Oh
They
my
did
God.
not look good.
They did not. He played terribly. Go ahead.
So now, do you think that the Jags defense are kind of that good too? I also got to think they did.
Yeah.
They held them to 12, I think.
Yeah.
But they also only gave up 20-something to Philly the week before.
Right.
And a lot of people said that Philly struggled.
Right.
So do you think that the Jags defense is actually good, or they just got lucky,
Well, I mean, we can give them the benefit of the doubt and say the Jags defense is okay.
or getting better?
Yeah. They're coming around. The
Yeah.
offense ain't still doing much. But yeah, I mean, they got 3 picks out of Darnold with an elite receiver and
Yeah.
Justin Jefferson. So we can give the Jaguars defense the benefit of the doubt.
Well, they probably just put 11 people on
Oh my
Justin
God,
Jefferson.
you have to do. I mean, how can you not? I mean, you got to roll coverage his way. You have to. So I mean, the 3 picks is tough, but against the Titans, they'll get whatever they want.
Yeah.
They'll get whatever they want. So he's a solid start week 11. I think. Yeah.
Then lastly, for the starts, we got Kirk Cousins at the Broncos.
Mm.
Yeah, I'll play him.
Yeah.
Even though the Broncos defense do look good.
Broncos defense is stout.
Yeah, but I think I'll still play him.
Yeah, I think with Kirk Cousins, it's just that potential. He's got so many weapons, and you just never know when he's gonna have like just a high level game. So I mean, even last week he had 306 yards, one interception, which ain't terrible, but you know, it's better than most NFL quarterbacks. So Kirk Cousins at the Broncos, yeah, I think it's a tough matchup. But if I had him, I would play him. I would play him for sure. What about some free agents? What you got?
So the first free agent we got Jameis Winston at the Saints.
Revenge game or not?
Yeah, might as well.
Please say something positive because I picked him up last week
Oh,
because I didn't want to wait to the last minute. But I was like, man, that's a revenge game. He's playing against his old team, new coach. Marshawn Lattimore's gone. I was like, man, I'm gonna pick up Jameis. But to me, I think he's a hot free agent. I think he's gonna do well against the Saints.
Yeah, you gotta play him.
Yeah, I think so.
Then we got Trey Lance versus the Texans.
Interesting.
No.
You wouldn't get him?
No.
They gotta play him though, because the only chance Dallas has is for him to be dynamic.
Chance.
Yeah, I mean, for them to even have a remote chance of winning, to me, I could be wrong, but he does have good legs. If they can get him to run around, give him some rushing yards and pass the ball a little bit, that's the only shot they got. Because Cooper Rush, he looks toast. He looks fried. It just doesn't look right. So to me, I think it's digging deep, but Trey Lance might be somebody to look at. They play the Texans too, so I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong on
Not
that
this
one.
game.
Okay.
Then we got Joe Flacco or Anthony Richardson at the Jets.
Whoever's going to be their starter.
Yeah, whichever one's starting.
Because the Jets, they can't. What did you always say? They can't.
They can't stop nobody.
Yeah, they give up yards. It's really bad the way the Jets defense looks. I'm not sure if it'll improve from week 10 to week 11. So Joe Flacco's numbers are okay. 2 TDs, 3 interceptions. That's a lot of interceptions from your starter, right? But it might be okay. It's get to that point in the season where there's not a lot of free agents, especially quarterbacks, because there's only so many you can choose from. Cool. That was good work. You want me to take the running backs?
Yep.
Okay. Let's talk about Austin Eckler at the Eagles. Your boys. Brendan's the Eagles fan. What you think?
I think Washington's gonna have to do something against Philly.
Right.
I don't think they're gonna be able to pass that much.
Right.
Honestly, I think most of their yards are gonna come from running
on
the ball.
Ground.
And I don't think it's gonna be that much either.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll start him.
You start him?
It is hard though. They're on a short week, and I know how you
Yeah.
are on the Thursday night games.
You it's like you inside my head. You saying everything I'm thinking.
They just had a rough week against the Steelers.
Physical game.
Then you gotta come. Then you gotta come and travel to Philly. That's not fun.
It's not a long trip, but it's a trip.
Yeah.
It's one less day of practice. And so what Brendan's talking about, I just personally I don't like the Thursday game because like you look at the Commanders, they come out of a physical matchup, then they got to travel and play the top team in their division, one of the best teams in NFC. Not fair. Not fair at all. So Eckler, if Brian Robinson Jr. doesn't play, I guess you have to play him.
Yeah.
So Travis Etienne at Detroit, back in the saddle at the Jaguars. He was coming off injury. Tank Bigsby's probably going to miss a game. So you got Travis Etienne. It's been a rough year for the Jaguars offense, period. But
I'll play him.
It's hard to sit a dude like that.
Yeah.
It's hard to sit a guy like that.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, I was going to say, I'll play him.
Yeah, he had 11 carries for 44 yards week 10. So I get him out there. Jonathan Taylor at the Jets. If you have Jonathan Taylor who's playing the Jets, you got to feel good about what could happen.
Yeah.
You have to feel good about what could happen.
They can't stop nobody.
Nobody. It's like the floodgates are open with the Jets. Yeah, I can. J.K. Dobbins playing the Bengals. What you think?
He cooled off a little bit.
He done cooled off a lot.
He done cooled off, yeah.
You said he done cooled off a lot. You said it perfect. Yeah, it's like maybe that long season's catching up to him. Down to what? 15 carries for 50 yards and three catches for 5 yards on 3 targets in week 10.
Yeah, I don't know which Bengals you're going to see from now on.
They can't lose another one. They can't lose another one. If they want to make the playoffs, they got to. It's getting to the point where they almost got to win out. Yeah, but J.K. Dobbins, Gus Edwards had quite a few carries in week 10, so I think you said it. He cooled off some. All right, Devon Achane playing the Raiders is the next one on the list.
Yeah, because he seems to be like one of the few people that actually gets the ball on that team.
Yeah, and he's due for one of those explosive games where he puts up almost 200 yards, and it could be against the Raiders because, I mean, offensively, they're not going to keep the ball a whole lot. So Achane should be in line for a good game. Doesn't seem like they really giving most of a lot of touches either. So I feel like Achane could be one where, okay, yeah, this is going to be his game. This is going to be a big game for him. So, yeah, those are good ones. I would say let's look at some free agents real quick.
All right.
This dude from the Broncos, Audric Estime.
Okay.
Seems like they want him to be the guy. Javonte Williams kind of fell out of favor a little bit, but this dude Estime, rookie from Notre Dame, big bruising dude, young legs. So he might be a free agent to get. He had 14 carries for 53 yards week 10. So he could be one to look at.
Okay.
I'll go back. Might hate this one a little bit, but Rico Dowdle.
He did all right.
Yeah, he did all right. Cowboys aren't great offensively, but he's the running back, right? So, 12 carries for 53 yards. Zeke gave you a fumble on in the red zone on the goal line, so you already know they not going to give him the ball a whole lot.
Yeah, you're not touching the ball anymore, sir. Just sit beside me for the rest of the day.
So if Rico's out there, you need some help at running back. Maybe scoop him up. Gus Edwards might be a good free agent to look at. Like we talked about with J.K. Dobbins, it's like they're not, like you said, he cooled off. And the cooler he gets, the more carries Gus Edwards gets. So that might work out. Again, if you need a bye week replacement or you're hurting a running back, Gus Edwards might be one to look at.
Yeah.
And the last one that I saw that I could come up with was Trey Benson with the Cardinals. Kind on bye this week. But James Conner, you might be able to get Trey Benson this week while he's on bye, kind of sneak him into your roster and try and kind of stash him away. So that may work. So I don't know. He had 10 carries for 62 yards, 2 targets, 25 yards. So it's not bad. But again, he's on bye week 11. So if you pick him up, he's being picked up for week 12. All right. You want to take the wide receivers?
Yep.
All right.
First up, we got CeeDee Lamb versus the Texans.
It's getting to the point. How you feel about CD? He's a what? Wide receiver 1, 2, or 3?
2.
He's a wide receiver 2?
Because he can still go off at any moment. Dang. But he does not give you wide receiver 1 status.
Yeah, for sure. I was thinking he's more of a wide receiver 3 for me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because his talent is just, you can't deny his talent, but the quarterback situation, ugly, man. But I don't know. You got a younger brain, so let's go wide receiver 2. But when he's playing the Texans, you go ahead and put him out there. You would never sit a dude like that.
Nah,
that's good work. Okay, cool.
Then we got Cedric Tillman. He played for the Browns. They play the Saints.
It seems like that's Jameis Winston's favorite target,
Yeah.
or at least his deep touchdown target.
Yeah.
So
nothing wrong with
Tillman's in play.
Yeah.
He looking good. I like that one. He was a free agent we talked about week 10.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm cool with that.
We got Calvin Ridley versus the Vikings. Yeah. It's iffy.
It's interesting on Calvin Ridley.
But I'll play him.
Yeah.
I'll play him.
He
After
go-
the game he just had, I'll play him.
So, like, for me, Calvin Ridley, like, goes against my formula. I don't worry about receivers who don't have, like, quarterback situations that I like. And with Will Levis, I don't like Calvin
That's
Ridley's.
terrible.
Yeah, I don't like his quarterback situation. But he's so talented, you got to get him. So if you got him on your squad, feel good about playing him for sure. Okay.
You got Cortland Sutton. They versus the Falcons.
Okay.
He
And-
nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tall. Oh my God.
Yeah, Bo Nix gets the ball to him too.
Yeah.
He had a touchdown week 10.
Mm-hmm.
So that was somebody I would have liked to have gotten over on the waiver wire, but I just couldn't pull the trigger because I had other positions I had to fill. But I like Cortland Sutton.
Yeah.
6 catches, 70 yards, and a touchdown, 9 targets.
Mm-hmm.
Good for him, man. He's killing it.
Yeah.
Cool.
Then we got Jordan Addison at the Titans. 2 for 25 on 5 targets.
Mm-hmm.
They're playing the Titans, though.
It's tough for him, man, because it seems like Hawkinson is back, right?
Mhm.
So he's like the number 2 guy in their passing target share. Justin Jefferson's obviously number 1, but you would hope their receiver would be number 2, would be Addison, but it's not. It's TJ Hawkinson. So he's a tough start. It doesn't seem like, even you look at his numbers for the year, he hasn't had like an explosive fantasy game, but
Yeah.
I'm not real sure. To me, he's more of a wide receiver 3.
Mm-hmm.
So if I had him and I wanted to play him, I wouldn't expect a whole lot. But I don't know, that's just me.
Okay.
Right?
Then for some free agents,
Yeah.
receivers.
Right?
We got Matt Collins, Bills. Keon Coleman and Amari Cooper. They both have wrist injuries.
Yeah. Matt Collins had a good week 10. He may be somebody to look up. If you need wide receiver help, Josh Allen's a proven NFL quarterback. He can get numbers. So Matt Collins might be in play. Huh. That's a good one. Okay.
Then we got Adonai Mitchell,
Right.
the coach receiver.
Uh-huh.
Pittman has a back injury.
Right.
So like I always say, somebody got to catch it.
Somebody got to catch it. And Flacco can throw it.
Yep.
I like that one too.
Then we got Marquez Valdes-Scantling,
Yeah.
Saints. He had three catches, 109 yards, and 2 touchdowns.
Marquez.
Yeah.
Scanlon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Would
Would you get him?
right now? On my team?
Uh-huh.
No.
Right? Yeah. If you had an open spot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's
I
like
am-
he's in that Rashid Shaheed role.
Yeah,
Or that
yeah.
Alec Pierce role for the
Mhm.
Colts. Yeah. He's just, 3 balls, 109 yards.
Hey,
2
ain't nothing wrong
touchdowns.
with
What? Yeah, that's good.
Mm-hmm.
He'd be a good one to get.
Then lastly, for the last free agent, we got Ricky Pearsall.
Right?
He coming along. He look good.
He does look good. That dude got shot in the chest, bro.
Came back.
Golly. Man, somebody was on his side. That's tough.
Mhm.
That's tough. I like Juwan Jennings on his squad too.
Oh, okay.
Definitely 2 good free agents.
Mhm.
But Pearsall and Jennings, because that's the thing with Brandon Ayuk being out and Debo in and out, that's a good offense to be in, man.
We got to
If you-
talk about Brandon Ayuk.
I know. That was one of your prize picks too. Well, he's been out for a couple of weeks, so you ought to be used to it by now. But those guys on the 49ers, for sure. Pearsall, Jennings.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it'd be good work. All right. You want me to take the tight ends?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So as far as some tight ends that me and Brendan want to talk about, Dawson Knox, he's playing the Chiefs. Big star on this one because Dalton Kincaid is out with the knee injury.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, so Knox is the guy as
Is the
far as
guy?
the tight
Okay.
ends go. Yeah, and they play the Chiefs. Week 10, he had 2 catches for 40 yards on 3 targets.
Mm-hmm.
That should go up. David Njoku.
Were they on bye?
Yes.
I was about to say, I didn't hear his name at all.
Yeah. So the Browns are on bye week 10,
Okay.
so it's kind of good to sneak some of them dudes in there. But Njoku's been putting numbers up with, regardless of the quarterback. He's had a good year.
Putting up, yeah.
Only thing that stopped him was injuries.
Mm-hmm.
So he should be in line for a good game against the Saints, I think.
Mm-hmm.
This last cat, though, Mark Andrews at the Steelers. That's a tough matchup.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like it's a school of thought that says Lamar Jackson's going to rely.
On that tight end a lot.
Yeah,
He's
he's
gonna
going
have
to
to
lean
run.
on his most
He
trusted target.
He's
Yeah.
gonna have to. I think he's gonna have to run a lot, so he won't have time to sit back there, wait for some deep to open up.
Right,
He's gonna have to run a little bit, and then the tight end's just gonna be open.
right.
He'll more likely.
Yeah. You feel like Andrews going to have a good game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because
Yeah.
a lot of people were in love with Likely. Likely had a
Mhm.
couple good games, and it was like, Likely's the guy, Andrews is not.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I feel like, I just think against a tough divisional opponent, Lamar Jackson's going to go with what he knows.
Yeah.
And that's Mark Andrews. So week 10, he had a pretty good week. 6 for 68 and a touchdown,
Mm-hmm.
7 targets. So we'll see.
Can't be mad at that.
No, you can't. Not a lot going on with the tight ends. So those are the 3 that we would highlight. As
Mhm.
far as free agents go, probably the top 2 that I could find, Pat Fryermuth is up and down in the Steelers offense, but Russell Wilson gets it to him a little
Yeah.
bit. Not too bad.
Mm-hmm.
And Jonnu Smith,
Jonnu.
man, he looks good in the Dolphins offense. Dude, I thought when Tua came back, he was just going to fade away. But he's still sticking. And I mean, they run plays. They run that tight end screen to him.
Mhm.
They get him going. So Jonnu Smith might be somebody you can look at. I
Yeah.
got Kyle Pitts on bye, so coming up. So I might look at Jonnu Smith, see if
Yeah.
I can get him. Yeah. Where we at? So this is the good part.
Yeah, the good part of the day.
Yeah, so this is the good part. So this is a part where I pepper Brenda with questions. And the big questions as far as defenses and kickers is, would you start?
All right.
You ready?
Yep.
All right, cool. Would you start the Ravens defense versus the Steelers?
No.
I would not.
Nope.
We'll get to that in a minute, but I wouldn't.
Mm-mm.
I feel like they give up too many yards
Yep.
at this point. The Raiders defense is just not a lockdown defense.
Mm-mm.
What about the Colts defense at the Jets?
Yep.
You would start them?
They're the total opposite of the other one.
Yeah, man. It's just the Jets. Nah, it's just, I don't know. Jets look kind of weird.
Jets
So-
can't score on nobody.
Nobody. I would trust that one. What about the Chargers defense versus the Bengals?
This was the iffy one.
How you feel about it?
Cause it's like you just, again, like I said earlier, you just don't know which Bengals team you gonna get.
It's crazy because usually in fantasy, if a dude blows up one week, he comes back down to earth the next week.
But you never know.
You just never know. You think Chase got another, 200 some odd receiving yard game in
He
him?
could.
He could.
So, I'm gonna say no.
You gonna say you
I'ma
gonna mess
say
with
no.
that one?
I'm not.
Wow. Okay, so we got no to the Ravens, yes to the Colts,
No to the Chargers.
no to the Chargers.
Yeah.
Okay, let's swap down to the kickers. You got Cairo Santos, the Bears kicker, playing the Packers.
No.
Nah, I
No,
won't
I'm
mess
good.
with that one because you just don't know what they're gonna do
Yeah.
offensively.
Yeah.
You have no idea, and the latest trend is for them to be bad offensively. So I would not mess with Cairo.
Mm-hmm.
Matt Gay, again, the Colts kicker at the Jets.
Yep.
Yup, I would too.
Mm-hmm.
I would too.
He might have a nice day.
He could have a good day.
He could have a great
Yeah,
day.
because it seems like they're probably. I think the Jets defense is not going to do anything that the Colts haven't seen.
Mhm.
Nothing that Joe Flacco hasn't seen as a quarterback. So Matt Gay will definitely be in play. But Jason Myers, the Seahawks kicker at the 49ers.
Yeah.
Give him a shot.
Yeah. Because
Yeah.
I think Seattle's good enough to where they'll get you at least to the 40.
Right.
And then they'll kick a field
They'll
goal.
kick a field goal. So it's probably going to be more touchdowns than field goals.
Field goals and touchdowns.
Okay, I'm sorry. I said that backwards.
Yeah.
More field goals than touchdowns.
Yeah.
I
for
got you.
Seattle at least, yeah.
That was a hard part with me about I had Harrison Butker, the Chiefs kicker.
Butt
and
kicker.
it seems like he was getting more extra points than field goals. So I had to
Mhm.
get off of that one. But I don't know. We're jumping ahead, but let's get back into it. Okay, we're good. All right. So we're at that point now where me and Brendan look at our individual rosters and update them live, let you know who we're going to start for week 11. This ought to be good. This is the part where it gets spicy. I think you went first last week, so I'm up.
Mm-hmm.
All right. This is it. And sometimes I feel like I say the same stuff every week because I pretty much got the same team. But it's a little different because my quarterbacks, I got Kyler Murray, Jameis Winston, right? Kyler Murray's on bye, so I'm starting Winston against the Saints. Big
Uh-oh.
old fingers crossed. My running backs, I got Derrick Henry, Kenneth Walker III, Kareem Hunt, and Chase Brown. I think I'm going to stick to what's been working. I'm going to play 3 running backs and one wide receiver. The 3 running backs are going to be Derrick Henry, Kenneth Walker III, and Kareem Hunt.
Okay.
So I got Henry at the Steelers, Walker III at the 49ers, and Kareem Hunt at the Bills. All my running backs are away. That's going to be tough.
Mm-hmm.
So my wide receivers, I got A.J. Brown, Jawan Jennings, Keon Coleman. Keon Coleman's banged up. If I'm going to play one receiver, it's going to be A.J. Brown. That's not even anything to think about. So I'm going to start A.J. Brown. I'll have Jennings and Coleman on the bench. My tight end is Kyle Pitts. He's at the Broncos. I never know what I'm going to get from Kyle Pitts. It's to the point where I just feel like if I get a couple catches for 10, 15 yards, that's plenty. So we'll see. This week, I'm going to make some change. I already know the defense I'm going to pick up, but a lot of dudes in our league, they listen to our podcast. I'm not going to say the defense I'm going to swap out, but I'm going to get a different defense because I got the Ravens defense at the Steelers, and it just hasn't been working. I felt like if I had Derrick Henry, he would run and sustain drives, so that would help the defense. Hasn't been working, so I'm going to swap out my defense.
Mm-hmm.
And then my kicker, I got Chris Bosworth. He's playing the Ravens. That Ravens-Steelers matchup, I'm in it deep, so we'll see how it goes. But I like Bosworth as a kicker because they always get in the red zone, so we'll see how it goes. What about you, man? What you got?
Man, I got a loss cooking this week.
Well, okay. Explain. Give us the sauce. What you got?
All right.
All
So, my 2 QBs,
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting 12 points from both of them.
Oh.
I
Who you
got Jaden Daniels going against the Eagles, and I got Geno Smith going against the Niners.
Bruh, it's tough this week because you got your fantasy dude going against your favorite team. How you gonna work that?
Oh no, I don't do Jaden Daniels can have 500 passing yards, but the Eagles better win.
The Eagles better win.
Yeah.
Okay. So that would be a good week.
Yeah.
Okay. So you start Daniels.
Yeah.
Okay.
Running back I have 2 running backs. I have Joe Mixon, Tyrone Tracy.
Yeah.
He's on bye,
Right.
so I have to do Joe Mixon.
Okay.
My wide receivers are Tyreek Hill, Devontae Smith, and DeAndre Hopkins.
Okay.
Definitely. I think I'm just gonna do. Yeah, I have to do. Dang, I might have to do all. No. I'm just gonna do Tyreek Hill and Devontae Smith,
Okay.
and have D Hop on the bench.
Okay.
My tight ends I have Tucker Kraft, Cade Otton, Trey McBride.
Right.
2 of them are on bye.
Oh, that's the okay.
I
Okay.
prepared for that.
So this which okay.
I prepared to have Tucker Kraft just for a game.
Right.
So I'm gonna start him.
Uh-huh.
I'm at the Broncos defense versus the Falcons,
Yeah.
and Jake Elliott going against the Commanders.
So you have Elliott and Jaden Daniels playing Thursday night. That's not bad. So you said you had Cade Otton and Trey McBride. So you picked up Tucker Kraft because those 2 were on bye the same week.
Mm-hmm.
But once they come back, your squad's totally different. You got the buys kind of behind you at that point, right?
Yeah.
That's not bad. You're 6-4. You just need 2 more wins.
Dude, I'm cooked because
You
I'm
are
not winning.
not
I'm not
cooked.
winning this week.
Who you got this week?
I don't know. Oh, I got Freddie. I'm cooked.
His squad's not that good. He didn't score a lot of points. I just beat him. He only scored 117 points,
Oh, dang.
116 points.
Still,
Yeah.
I'm cooked this week. I don't know.
All you
Depends
need
on
is
which
2
Tyreek.
wins.
Depends on which Tyreek Hill shows up too.
It looked a lot better last night.
Depends on
When
which Joe Mixon shows up too, because he disappeared a little bit on me too.
They gonna,
It depends on which Devontae Smith shows up because he got me 2 points.
That's hard. That's the one that's hard. Being a number 2 receiver on an NFL team is awful. It is awful. But even still, Joe Mixon's playing the Cowboys. You're gonna be okay. But
But they're gonna take him out at halftime.
Nah, it'll last a little bit. Because Houston hasn't been playing that well. They'll take him out after the 3rd quarter. Yeah, they'll take him out after the
Jaden
3rd
Daniels, I need you to go out there, had 300 rushing yards,
quarter. Uh-huh.
200 passing,
Yeah.
and lose the game. I don't care what happens after that.
But that's, I guess I'm always preaching that Thursday night game is usually trash, but the Ravens and the Bengals wasn't trash at all. That
Exactly.
was actually fun to watch.
Exactly.
So maybe the Commanders and the Eagles will kind of be more like that game. It could
No,
be.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I don't think he's gonna throw for a lot.
Right?
I don't know who's gonna catch the ball.
Right? Well, if he's not going to throw for a lot, maybe he'll use his
So
legs.
he uses legs a lot.
Yeah. We'll see, man. Keep your fingers crossed. If you win, you what? 7-4? Shh, man, that ain't bad at all.
Because you already know. I say this every time. I said it with Mike Evans. Mike Evans actually went off a little bit. I ain't worried about that. Though. But look, I said it with who's the one on the I said it with Malik Neighbors.
Uh-huh.
I said it with Jamar Chase.
Yeah.
I said it with all them starting wide receivers. Q Mitchell got that on lock, Scary Terry. I'm letting you know right now.
Oh, you heard it from an Eagles fan.
Q Mitch. That's my dog.
He is
Defensive Rookie of the Year.
He can cover.
Straight like
that. You got anything else?
Nah, I'm good.
Cool. Well, we're going to get ready to get out of here. We're going to call episode 15 a wrap. Get ready for week 11.
Mm-hmm.
Try to catch up with me and Brennan on Instagram Live. We get on there on Thursday nights before the game and also on Sundays before kickoff. That's been really good. If you're checking us out on YouTube, be sure to give us a like and hit that subscribe button. We're here every week of the fantasy season doing what we do.
Yep.
All right, we out of here. Have a good week. Hope you get a win.
Peace.